You are currently listening to song submissions for the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're interested in submitting songs of your own, there's a link in the description of this video for you to upload your file into Dropbox. Head on over to the link included in the description to learn more.
Together one day soon, I will be with you. Together one day soon, this will all be through. And it's empty malls, quiet halls, lonely streets, no one to meet. We're holding on, hold on strong, but one day together one day soon, I will be with you. Together one day soon, this will all be through. And it's empty skies, long goodbyes, no quitting time, no finish line. Holding on, hold on strong, 'cause one day
Caleb Jones was a wanted man from Cody down to Tucson, and he had no fear of God or the law or the devil. And they said he was a lucky one, but luck don't live out there, and pretty soon his outlaw days were done. Now there was gold up in Deadwood, women down in Wicked Dodge, but he wasn't headed east. was lost, and the law was on his trail. So we headed north to the Graham County line. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill. Now what he learned from the Kiowa was how to taste the wind, how to read the secrets of the land. But he was out among the willow for the many times he'd sinned. He could only hope that she might understand. 'Cause she had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill. He was hoping they could get away to someplace far from there. She'd been keeping her distance, he'd been breaking the law, and the chances just weren't good that she still cared. So he rode through the mountains, and they lost his trail. He came out in that valley free and clear. So maybe he was the lucky one, but luck don't live out there. So come what may, his outlaw days were done. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall into those eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill.
for me to arrive. Oh, what rejoicing and great celebration to see my Savior stand at his side. To see my Savior and stand at his side. Whoa. Shout hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yeah, with the heavenly angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'm gonna sing, oh sing, sing hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yes, sing, sing with those angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. Step by step and mile by mile, day by day, Lord, I'm on my way.
Jesus prayed alone on that fateful night in the garden while they slept. Tears came down from his eyes as he looked down and wept. He said, Father, give me strength, for the time is coming soon. All alone with only faith to hold on to. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. The sin runs deep, the word is lost, and your name is used in vain. I can't help but to realize why my sacrifice is made. If you need me, then please use me. My love for you is strong. May this be a hope for sinners to rest upon. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. As they came for him, he stood there still and knew his time had come. But he knew to give his life was what had to be done. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we say these souls, may we save these souls, and may we save these souls here on this earth. There are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. These days are hard and they might leave us scarred, but we're in this together, doesn't matter how far. From across the sea or across the street, don't you know that we all run on the same heartbeat? Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up, no, 'cause there are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. There are brighter days ahead. So let's light up the dark like a shooting star. Everyone bring your spark, we're gonna start a fire. From my heart to yours, through a digital screen. Oh, whatever it takes, you know what I mean. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up, no, 'cause there are brighter days ahead. No, this is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days ahead. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up. Oh, this is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead. It's gonna get brighter, just hold on. It's gonna get brighter, just hold on. Cause there are brighter days ahead. No, this is not the end. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't see the sun breaking through, making all things new. It's gonna get brighter. Oh, brighter days. It's gonna get brighter. Oh, brighter days. See the sun breaking through, all things new. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days, brighter days, brighter days, brighter days. There are brighter days ahead.
You are currently listening to song submissions for the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're interested in submitting songs of your own, there's a link in the description of this video for you to upload your file into Dropbox. Head on over to the link included in the description to learn more.
Together one day soon, I will be with you. Together one day soon, this will all be through. And it's empty malls, quiet halls, lonely streets, no one to meet. We're holding on, hold on strong. But one day, together one day soon, I will be with this'll all be through. And it's empty skies, long goodbyes, no quitting time, no finish line. Holding on, hold on strong, 'cause one day
Caleb Jones was a wanted man from Cody down to Tucson, and he had no fear of God or the law or the devil. And they said he was a lucky one, but luck don't live out there, and pretty soon his outlaw days were done. Now there was gold up in Deadwood, women down in Wicked Dodge, but he wasn't headed either way this time, 'cause she was gone and he was lost, and the law was on his trail. So we headed north to the Graham County line. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try Jericho Hill. He was hoping they could get away to someplace far from there. She'd been keeping her distance, he'd been breaking a law, and the chances just weren't good that she still cared. So he rode through the mountains, and they lost his trail. He came out in that valley free and clear. So maybe he was the lucky one, but luck don't live out there. So come what may, his outlaw days were done. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall into those eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill.
Step by step, mile by mile, day by day, Lord, I'm on my way. Walking this road of righteousness, I'm not gonna turn to the right or the left. Jesus is waiting, oh, he's prepared a place where I shall rest when I finish my race. To live in glory, oh, that is my goal. What good is this world, Lord, if I lose my soul? What good is this world, Lord, if I lose my soul? Yeah, I'm on a journey, my destination Whoa, yeah. I'm gonna see him, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I'm gonna sing and shout hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yeah, with the heavenly angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'm gonna sing, oh sing, sing hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yes, sing, sing with those angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. Step by step and mile by mile, day by day, Lord, I'm on my way.
Jesus prayed alone on that fateful night in the garden while they slept. Tears came down from his eyes as he looked down and wept. He said, Father, give me strength, for the time is coming soon. All alone with only faith to hold on to. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. The sin runs deep, the word is lost, and your name is used in vain. I can't help to realize why my sacrifice is made. If you need me, then please use me. My love for you is strong. May this be a hope for sinners to rest upon. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. As they came for him, he stood there still and knew his time had come. But he knew to give his life was what had to be done. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through.
take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls. May we save these souls. And may we save these souls here on this earth.
There are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. These days are hard and they might leave us scarred, but we're in this together, doesn't matter how far. From across the sea or across the street, don't you know that we all run on the same heartbeat? Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up, no, 'cause there are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. There are brighter days ahead. So let's light up the dark like a shooting star. Everyone bring your spark, we're gonna start a fire. From my heart to yours, through a digital screen. Or whatever it takes, you know what I mean. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up, no, 'cause there are brighter days ahead. No, this is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days ahead. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up. Oh, this is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead. It's gonna get brighter, just hold on. It's gonna get brighter, just hold on. Cause there are brighter days ahead. No, this is not the end. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't see the sun breaking through, making all things new. It's gonna get brighter. Oh, brighter day. It's gonna get brighter. Oh, brighter day. See the sun breaking through, all things new. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days, brighter days, brighter days, brighter days. There are brighter days ahead.
You are currently listening to song submissions for the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're interested in submitting songs of your own, there's a link in the description of this video for you to upload your file into Dropbox. Head on over to the link included in the description to learn more.
Together one day soon, I will be with you. Together one day soon, this will all be through. And it's empty malls, quiet halls, lonely streets, no one to meet. We're holding on, hold on strong, but one day together one day soon, I will be with you. This'll all be through, and it's empty skies, long goodbyes, no quitting time, no finish line. Holding on, hold on strong, 'cause one day
Caleb Jones was a wanted man from Cody down to Tucson, and he had no fear of God or the law or the devil. And they said he was a lucky one, but luck don't live out there, and pretty soon his outlaw days were done. Now there was gold up in Deadwood, women down in Wicked Dodge, but he wasn't headed either way this time, 'cause she was gone and he was lost, and the law was on his trail. So we headed north to the Graham County line. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have Jericho Hill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live now, and we're going to be doing some reviewing of the song submissions that we've got for our wonderful little contest that's going on, which is the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're not familiar with this, there's a link in the description where you can actually go and upload your song straight to that file, and you can be well on your way. I've actually got some submissions here while starting this live stream. I got a couple of new submissions, so thank you guys for turning out. And apart from that, also I will include a link if it's not already down there, which I don't think it is. I will include a link though where you can go and check out the submission standards, I should say, or the technicalities would probably be a better word for it. So mainly the main thing is, make sure it's a good clean mix, what would be considered like your best mix that you could get it up to that point. And then I would request that the songs would be clean, so there'd be no cussing or vulgar language or anything like that. It has to do with anything that might be subjective to children. And then I would like for this channel to be a channel where you can be watching this with your children playing around in the background and not have to worry about what they're hearing. So that's just my personal preference. I have always tried to uphold that standard here on the channel, and I will continue to do so. So moving forward, if this is your first time here, I'm so thankful that you chose, out of all the other channels that you could be going to today, you chose this one. I just want to give you a really quick encapsulation of what this channel is about. So this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. Now, most of us work out of home studios, and so you know exactly what a less than professional space is. However, with the tips and tricks that are given out on this channel, I'm doing my dead level best to try to make sure that everybody can still make professional sounding music regardless of the space that they're in. And there are a myriad of ways that you can achieve that. So don't stop creating just simply because your space isn't up to par with what you think it should be. And along those same lines, we all have dreams, and we all have that ability to create and want to create. But together, we all can achieve those goals together. So that's sort of the tagline around here. I try to rally people around that. This is all about a community of unity. We all help each other out. We bounce ideas off of one another. I learn just as much from you guys doing these live streams and the live training sessions that I have. I learn just as much from you guys as I hope that you learn from me. So now, by way of announcements, I love this part, by the way. Here are the HSS chart toppers for this particular live stream. Zave Ryan is still on the top with a donation of $10 and a $1 a month Patreon membership. Thank you very much, Zave. James is still up there with a $10 donation. Mark is up there now with a $10 donation. So we have essentially 3 ties for the top slot, with Zave only taking that very top slot due to the fact that he's now a Patreon subscriber. So thankful for that. And Marcity 101 jumped on board and donated $5 last time. So thankful for that. You guys are just awesome. I cannot express enough how much I love the fact that you guys see value in this. And I'm hoping that I'm delivering. If I'm not at any time, let me know. Be like, dude, kick it up a notch. So as already we talked about the song challenge. If you're not involved in that yet, please go and do so. And now let's go ahead, and I'm sure several of you probably listened to these songs that have been submitted, but I want to kind of listen to them together. And then I'm going to kind of give some of my feedback on the songs just in a live aspect. And I think this would be a great time too for you guys to kind of give some feedback to one another as well, that just open up the community. And let's just see how all this goes. So let's go ahead and hop on the live comment chat screen here, and let's begin listening to the songs that were submitted. Really like the vibe of this song. Love it.
I will be with you.
Sorry, I got it fixed. At least I hope I did. You guys hear that now?
Together one day soon.
Silence.
This will all be through. And it
Okay, guys. I think I got it fixed now. Let's see. Make sure you can hear this. You're currently listening to song submissions for the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're interested in submitting songs of your own, there's a link in the description of this video for you to upload your file into Dropbox. Sorry about that. Head on over to the link included in the description to learn more. All right, let's take another listen.
one day soon. I will be with you.
Good to have you back on here, Rosso. Zave, Tim.
Together one day soon. This will all be through.
I think Mark said he was going to be stopping back by here in a second.
And it's empty malls, quiet halls, lonely streets, no one to meet. We're holding on, hold on strong, but one day.
Hey, David. Nice to have you on here, buddy.
Together one day soon.
Love the instrumentation.
I will be with you. Together one day soon. This will all be through. And it's empty skies, long goodbyes. No quitting time, no finish line. Holding on, hold on strong. 'Cause one day.
There's a lot of feeling in that voice. I love that.
Together one day soon. I will be with you. Together one day soon. This will all be through. Together. I will be with you. Together. Let's all be through. Together.
I love how this builds right here. Creates an emotional attachment. I love it. Very well done. So So guys, I'm just kind of taking notes. So at the end of this, I'm going to come back and kind of give you some of my thoughts on these sort of mixed critiques.
Caleb Jones was a wanted man from Cody down to Tucson. And he had no fear of God or the law or the devil.
That guitar is
And they said
amazing.
he was a lucky one, but luck don't live out there. And pretty soon his outlaw days were done.
I am adjusting some volume levels while I'm doing this, just so you know that's not.
Now there was gold up in Deadwood, women down in Wicked Dodge, but it wasn't headed either way this time. 'Cause she was gone and he was lost, and the law was on his trail. So we headed north to the Graham County line. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill.
Very well done. Very well done.
Now what he learned from the Kiowa was how to taste the wind, how to read the secrets of the land.
I like that banjo in there.
He
That's
was
nice.
out among the willow for the many times he'd sinned. He could only hope that she might understand. 'Cause she had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all. For he loved her like no other, so he would try to get her back, or he would fall on Jericho Hill.
Very reminiscent of like some Eagles songs. That Eagles sound
He
to it.
was hoping they could get away to someplace far from there. She'd been keeping her distance, he'd been breaking the law, and the chances just weren't good that she still cared. So he rode through the mountains, and they lost his trail.
Love the storyline.
He came out in that valley free and clear. So maybe he was the lucky one, but luck don't live out there. So come what may, his outlaw days were done. She had eyes that a man could drown in, and have no regrets at all.
So true, Rosso.
For he loved her like no other,
Great harmonies too.
so he would try to get her back, or he would fall into those eyes.
Nice.
Jericho Hill.
Nice. Very nicely done. Very few minor improvements that I hear on this one, but man, I could hear that on the radio. As a guitar guy, I gotta say, man, that is nice. Juicy tones. My goodness. He is shredding it. Right. I'm hearing some organ myself. That would definitely add a little bit of spice in there, wouldn't it? Maybe even some strings to close it out with. Hey, Mark. Good to have you, buddy. That sounds like that was really fun to play, by the way. That would be one of those songs where you could just jam out to it for days. Wow. Yeah, I concur, Mark. That is a great, great song. And yes, some really good guitar playing.
Step by step, mile by mile, day by day, Lord, I'm on my way. Walking this road of righteousness, I'm not gonna turn to the right or the left. Jesus is waiting, oh, he's prepared a place where I shall rest when I finish my race. To live in glory, oh, that is my goal. What good is this world, Lord, if I lose my soul? What good is this world, Lord, if I lose my soul? Yeah, I'm on a journey, my destination's heaven. Jesus is waiting for me to arrive. Oh, what rejoicing and great celebration to see my Savior, oh, stand at his side.
It's gonna be hard,
To
man.
see my Savior and stand at his side. Whoa, whoa, yeah. I'm gonna see him, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. I'm gonna sing and shout hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yeah, with the heavenly angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign.
More juicy
I'm
guitar.
gonna sing, oh sing, sing hallelujah. I'm gonna dance and praise his name. I'm gonna sing, yes, sing, sing with those angels. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. I'll be rejoicing with Christ I shall reign. Step by step and mile by mile, day by day, Lord, I'm on my way.
Nicely done, nicely done. I'm loving these juicy guitar tones.
Jesus prayed alone on that fateful night in the garden while they slept. Tears came down from his eyes as he looked down and wept. He said, Father, give me strength for the time is coming soon. All alone with only faith to hold on to. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through.
Very
Just
heartfelt.
take my
Love it.
hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. The sin runs deep, the word is lost, and your name is used in vain. I can't help but to realize why my sacrifice is made. If you need me, then please use me. My love for you is strong. May this be a hope for sinners to rest upon.
Good arrangement. Very good arrangement.
I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls here on this earth. As they came for him, he stood there still and knew his time had come. But he knew to give his life
Very good. Very
was
good.
what had to be done. I'm coming with you, Father. My fears will end real soon. I know your arms will be open to guide me when I'm through. Just take my hand and do your will. I'll take you at your word. And may we save these souls. May we save these souls. And may we save these souls here on this earth.
Wow. Very heartfelt song. Definitely felt the emotion in that, man. Good job. Good job. Very nice. Easy on the ears. Love it. I thought his voice sounded... Yeah, I thought that sounded familiar. Thanks for bringing that out, David. Mark's song is like bleeding guitar tone. This is amazing. That's awesome to have a friend like that, David. Very awesome. ripping it. Very clean guitar solo right here. Nice. Goodness. Yes. Yes. Definitely got some Floyd vibage going on too, yeah. Wow. My goodness. All right, so now that I want to give up guitar, I'm just kidding. But man alive, dude, you tore that up. This is so cool. Very vibey. This is one of those where you listen to it while you're laying in bed and you actually picture yourself somewhere else. I agree, Mark. Yeah, it's definitely... This is like movie worthy right here. the future Hans Zimmer. Good night. There's so many things going on at different times. It just, even though it's instrumental, it like drags you along with it. It's great. See, there's another one. Now you get that stream sound. Yeah. Wow. You know, by the title of this, it kind of makes me like relate to the man who was at the pool of Bethesda, and he was just laying there for all them years, waiting for the waters to be troubled. Wow. Man, very, very well done. Very well done.
There are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. These days are hard and they might leave us scarred, but we're in this together, doesn't matter how far. From across the sea or across the street, don't you know
Love
that
this,
we all
man.
run
Love it.
on the same heartbeat?
Nice.
Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up, no, 'cause there are brighter days ahead. This is not the end, no. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. There are brighter days ahead. So let's light up the dark like a shooting star.
Excellent.
Everyone
Excellent.
bring your spark, we're gonna start a fire. From my heart to yours, through a digital screen. Oh, whatever it takes, you know what I
Thanks
mean.
for that, Rosso. I appreciate it.
Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't give up.
I don't know if there's a way to fix that either, though.
'Cause there are brighter days ahead.
Man, this is one of those get out of your seat and jump around songs.
See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days ahead. Oh, brothers and sisters, we can't. Oh, this is not the end. No. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead. It's gonna get brighter. Just hold on. It's gonna get brighter. Just hold on. Cause there are brighter days ahead. No, this is not the end. See the sun breaking through.
Very, very clear.
Making all things new. Oh, there are brighter days ahead.
Rosso. This is a standout track.
See the sun breaking through, making all things new. It's gonna get brighter. It's gonna get brighter. See the sun breaking through, all things new. See the sun breaking through, making all things new. Well, there are brighter days, brighter days, brighter days, brighter days.
That's a good idea, Tim.
There are brighter days ahead.
Wow. Guys, I cannot express just how incredibly talented each and every one of you are. Um, it blows my mind. I mean, to think that here I'm hosting a song challenge and you guys are putting stuff out that honestly, with just a few minor tweaks here and there, they could be all over the radio. I love the fact too that you guys are like commenting back and forth and inputting ideas here. Every idea that's come up so far has been like, yeah, why didn't I think of that? Or just really good ideas. So awesome. I'm going to go back now and, excuse me. I'm going to go back now and kind of give you my thoughts on each song, at least from my standpoint. Now, I want to let you know too that this is being streamed through YouTube. So YouTube is causing a little bit of signal degradation. There's times when, because of the lag in bandwidth and all of that, there's going to be like some hiccups, and all of the songs that I did get did not have any like glitchy pops or anything like that you may be hearing on your end. I just want to let you know that for the artist's sake, so that you don't think that they submitted something and thought, well, they don't know what they're doing. Well, it's just on my end. It's on the stream's end. I knew this was going to kind of happen anyway. But all of the song submissions that I got, none of them had any of those glitches or anything like that, just to let you know. So the first song that we listened to was the Donnie Barron Together song. Now, just a few things that I would point out on this one was the slap echo on the voice at the very beginning was just a bit much. I probably would have toned that back just a little bit. However, if that was stylistically, if that was the approach that you were going for, run with it. Because to be perfectly honest, it wasn't a thing that was like a make or break. It was just something that I wasn't used to using myself. So if stylistically that's how you wanted it to sound, you'd be more than welcome to just go ahead and leave it there too. Either way, it would sound great. So when it comes into the guitar work, I think that the guitars could probably be a little more upfront. Not too much, but just a little more upfront. And other than that, the song, the instrumentation, the heartfelt vocals and everything behind it, the vibe, I loved the vibe of it. It just kind of drew you into the song immediately. There was this intimacy that you felt with the singer. It was really great. Moving on to Buck Brown's Jericho Hill. I think in this one here, yet again, another great piece. Some things that I would pick out that maybe would make this stand out a little bit more is I feel like the vocals needed to set back into the mix just a tad more. Maybe add some more reverb to get them to kind of push back in there a little more. They sounded kind of dry and upfront. And then the backing vocals could also use just a little bit of panning. Rosso says he really liked that slap. So yes, if that's something you're going for stylistically, absolutely go with it. Like I said, it wasn't something that was like a deal breaker for me. It's just something that I think if I would have left the slap on there, it may not have been so pronounced. So I did like the slap effect. Don't get me wrong. I just think it was a little too over the top for my liking. Yet again, this is stylistically, and it's all subjective to the hearer. So yeah, back to the Buck Brown. I think the backing vocals could use a little bit of panning. At times when the backing vocals came in, it sounded like they were just right behind the singer. Sometimes that's good, especially if it's like a choir. You got choir going on, you want to pan them, and then you got maybe a backup singer that needs to come in a little bit louder than the choir. But in this instance, I think if you would have panned them off to the left or right sides a little bit differently, it would have really kind of sold that atmosphere that you were going for there. Yet again, another great song though. Carol Wright, the Step by Step song. I think the vocals needed just a little bit more reverb on that particular song. Yet again, they were very dry, very upfront. I realize that vocals need to be upfront, but there also needs to be sort of this, and I talk about this a lot when I talk about mixing vocals. There needs to be like this moment where the song itself kind of wraps around the vocal. The vocal's still up front, but it kind of like gives the vocal a hug, so that whenever you're listening to it, regardless of what volume you're at, you still hear the vocal, but when you turn it up, a little bit on your radio, the instruments come up behind it and push it and help it to sell that, that there's actually a band behind that. Also on the saxophone that came in, I love saxophone, by the way, but it sounded like it had some phase issues. I'm not sure, but it sounded almost as if there was maybe like a chorus that was put on there or something. It just sounded a little phasey to me, like there was some issues with that. And then the second chorus, when you came back in, there was a doubler or some kind of a doubling effect that was put on the vocals that kind of threw me off guard. If it had been sprinkled in previously in the mix, or if I think the genre of music didn't really call for that kind, maybe some backup singers or some harmonies would have fit a little bit better. But yet again, that's stylistically subjective. So, and then Chris Sanders, the Garden Song, the vocals, they needed to be pushed back a bit again. And then also the piano needed to be EQ'd just a little bit for some clarity's sake. And then the last thing that I heard on that was the crescendos when it was coming back in. I think their crescendos needed just a little bit more punch. Rosso says, just a suggestion, why don't you do this feedback right after each song rather than listening to all songs? That's probably a good point. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, I made the video and I slapped them all together. That's a good point. I will definitely keep that in mind. So in the Garden Song, the crescendos, I think, were lacking a little bit of punch. Onward to David Sidebottom's The Dear Precious Blood of the Lamb, loved that song. However, it sounded like to me that there were some widening plugins that were being used that caused a lack of definition in the bass. Also, along those same lines, I think it lacked a bass guitar, or at least if it was in there, it was buried because of that widening plugin. But it lacked a bass guitar to kind of drive it from one point to the other. I love some Southern gospel, and one of the things that I feel like that kind of drives Southern gospel is that bass line, especially like the real Southern gospel. You always hear that boom, 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 and I feel like that was kind of lost in there. And then just a little bit more of the instruments coming up, maybe 1 or 2 dBs would really sell that too. John Lowry's song "Love Is the Key." You can go back and listen to all of these, by the way. But John Lowry's song "Love Is the Key," the first chorus, I feel like there should have been like a drop in the instruments, and then it went into the chorus to kind of sell that, boom, it's into the chorus. Not that you were looking for that huge crescendo, I realize that, but I feel like a lot of times when it comes with arrangement and instrumentation, you can create so much energy just from letting things fall out and then letting everything come in at the same time. And you don't even have to have volume levels to make that punch and that chorus to be known. It's just sometimes just taking things away and then bringing them back in. Other than that, I think there needs to be a little bit of reverb on the piano. The piano sounded very dry to me, to my personal taste. And then yet again, I feel like there were some widening plugins being used simply because I heard the bass just seemed to be a little bit too, I don't know how to, it just seemed too wide, to be honest. Bass guitar typically needs to be straight up the center, which will give it a stereo sound intrinsically just because mono fills up both sides of the stereo field anyway. When you try to put on a widening plug-in to sort of trick the ears into hearing a wide bass sound like you hear in your favorite mixes and masters, what you're actually doing is you're taking that bass signal, and with most widening plugins, what it does is it tricks your ears by taking that signal and splitting it, and then it shifts one side of that signal 12 to 24 milliseconds, and it leaves the other where it's at, and that gives you that fake stereo sound. But what happens is then you lose the clarity and the punch of the bass because it's no longer straight up the middle, and it's no longer got that punch. Other than that, really good song. I've enjoyed working with John's music in the past. He's always done an excellent job on the instrumentation, and his voice, like I said, is just, it's on par with some of the greats out there, in my personal opinion. Mark Burkstaller, Circle the Wagons. You've made me want to quit guitar. I mean, that was just absolutely amazing guitar solo. Now, I will not go too much into Mark's song here, simply because he actually won a mixed critique on the last live stream that we did when we spun the Wheel of Awesomeness. He won a mixed critique. So if you would like to check out that mixed critique, I have that in my Patreon group, and if you would sign on for just even $5 a month, you'll get access to all of my mixed critiques that I do from those of you who win here, and I believe you also get access to the Cakewalk series. You also get access, the Cakewalk by BandLab training course, I should say. You also get access to my Creating a Song Step-by-Step 2.0, and that's just for $5 a month. So you can sign up for the $5 a month, consume the courses, and cancel your subscription if you'd like to do that. Please don't. But if you would like to, you're more than welcome to do so. But his mix critique is up on the Patreon site. It's about a 4 to 5 minute long video where I just kind of dive into the song, and I'll play it a little bit, stop it, tell him what issues I found. And at least from what he told me, it was very helpful. So thank you very much, by the way, for allowing me to sort of dive into that song. Tim Reynolds, yet again, another amazing song. I loved the feel and the vibe of that. Like I said, that was one of those songs that just kind of, it took you to another place. Loved it. One of the things that I feel like, yet again, there was another widening plugin that was being used. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I feel like it was lacking in some areas just simply because that fake stereo sound was trying to. Now there are some widening plugins that will do it good and they'll do it right, but there's a vast majority of those plugins just don't do it right. And you know, I've been there, I've done that. I wanted a wide sounding mix like I hear from other mixing and mastering engineers. And so I'd slap that on my master bus, and immediately you put your headphones on and you're like, oh, that's gorgeous. You hear that wide depth, that sound that you were looking for. But then what happens when you go into the real world, you put it into a car, you put it onto a mono speaker, like someone listening on an iPhone off in the distance, you put it through a sound system somewhere. And then all of a sudden that clarity of the bass is just lost. And you're like, what happened? You know, it sounded great on the headphones. Well, in the headphones, it will sound great because that's predominantly where the widening plugins are fixed to work well. So I feel like there were some widening plugins that was used on that probably, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. But if those were taken off, would really add a little bit to that. And then also there were just a few EQ issues that I probably would have fixed. Some muddiness in the 300 to 400 hertz range, maybe add a little bit of sparkly highs up in there. But other than that, yet again, excellent song. And then of course, my buddy Samuel Knack, if you have not checked him out, you need to go and check him out. He actually is running a song contest right now too, which is actually not a contest. It's more like a group that he's created called the Song Challenge Group, I believe is what it's called. I will try and include, if I can remember, I'll try and include a link to that in the description. So if you want to go and check out Samuel's website, he owns Ear Witness Studios. He's, which is why, like some said, that song went, we went from here, expertise levels to here. And that's why the song sounded the way that it did. It wasn't because he did anything magical or special. He just knew a little bit more about what he was doing. And so that's why that song went from here to here. Now, in my personal opinion, there were some, stylistically, there were some EQ things that I might have done a little bit differently on the background vocals. I really can't say much about that song though, because I feel like I would be kind of stepping on his toes and I don't want to do that. I do appreciate him submitting the song though. It was really cool to be able to hear that song. I feel like it was a good song for this day and hour that we're living too. Very uplifting and moving. And I do feel like, just like that song said, that there are brighter days ahead. The chorus, I feel like too, could have probably hit a little bit harder. Yet again, instruments dropping out when that comes back in. I feel like maybe a kick or a riser or something like that. I actually have asked him to come on, Mark. I'm just kind of waiting to see if his schedule will allow that. I sent him a message on Facebook not too long ago and he has yet to respond. So I will try to reach back out to him. But yes, I definitely want him to come on the show and give him, kind of critique his, or not critique, but rather pick his brain, especially about this song and just kind of see where he's at, catch up with him. So definitely a very good guy. Love him to death. He's actually, at the same time that I got back into skateboarding, believe it or not, he started picking the skateboard up again too. So it was kind of cool to see us both on the same path, and we'd not planned it or nothing. So that was kind of cool. Yet again, like I said, very, very, very good guy. Can't give much critique on his song just simply because, like I said, I don't want to step on any toes. And if that's where he wanted it stylistically, then by all rights, I think I just gave a few ideas of some things that I might change on my end if I had mixed the song. I will, after this is over though, I will reach out to him again and try to get him on the show just to see if maybe he wouldn't want to stop in and say hello. So yet again, guys, excellent songs. While I was we were starting the show up, I actually got 2 more song submissions. I have one of them I kicked back for a comment. I'm almost positive that in the song I heard the D word, and I need to have the artist, if you're listening, if I can pull it up here real quick. The song was called... Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me pull it up here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the song was called... The artist was called Ethan Mayos. The song was Nostalgia. So if you're listening to this, I need you to let me know. I've left a comment on that. I need you to let me know if my ears are playing tricks on me. If I did, in fact, hear the D word, I'm sorry, but I have to remove it from the submissions, as that is a thing here on my channel. I like to keep my channel clean, and that is actually one of the stipulations for the songs that will be showcased on the channel, is that they would be clean. So if you could just reply me back, or even on here or on the folder, and then either Jay or Jai Bet, he submitted a song. The title of it is, I'm not seeing the title here. I'm not seeing the title. All it says is 4th mix. Maybe that's the name of it, 4th mix. I'm not sure. Maybe I can go on my desktop here and check it out real quick. Anywho, I will be including that one in the next live stream video that we do, where we go over the song submissions. It probably won't be for a while, just simply because I want to take in some of these suggestions, like you guys have said about. Yeah, it's called 4th mix, 16-bit. Okay. So, like I said, I want to take some of these suggestions that you guys had given about the maybe playing the songs back to back at the beginning, and then playing them and stopping them before I go through my mix critiques again. But I've already sort of critiqued these mixes, so I won't be going back and belaboring the points that I've already made on these. So maybe on the next one, I'll just critique the new mixes that are brought on, or maybe even just only listen to the new mixes, and we'll see how that goes. But what I'll try to do is, up until that point, which is May 31st right now, tentatively is the cutoff date, because I think unfortunately, I might have to push that forward a bit, just due to the fact that I think I'm going to end up having to go back to work sooner than what I thought I would. So if I have to go back for work sooner, I want to make sure that I have as much time I can devote as much time to the actual release day, where we pick winners and things of that nature. And I don't want to be doing that in between, just fresh going back to work after being off a month, and then trying to come back on here and pick up where I left off. So if at anything, I might have to push that date up, just maybe by a week or 2. I hope not. I hope that doesn't throw a cog in anybody's wheels, but as of right now, I haven't got a lot of submissions pouring in either. So we should be good. With all that being said, is it okay with everybody if we go ahead and spin the Wheel of Awesomeness? Because we haven't done that this episode, and that's one of those things that I honestly just love. All right, if you're okay with spinning the Wheel of Awesomeness, let it be made known in the chat now, as the cheers get way too loud. All right. All right, we got the Wheel of Awesomeness up, folks. Is everyone okay with me going ahead and spinning this? Nice. William says, I don't have anything against country music. It's just not my cup of tea. You all get what I mean. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine, William. If you got something else you want to submit, though, I mean, as far as, different genres, that's fine. This is not, it's open to everybody. So Every genre of music. So long as it's clean, I'll play it. All right, so we've got people here that say it's okay to spin the wheel. So let's go ahead and we're going to spin the wheel. If this is your first time here while we're spinning the wheel, this is a good time for all of us here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to spin this wheel, and whatever it lands on is going to determine basically what happens from the wheel. So let's let me bring up the wheel here and let's spin it. Oh, the suspense. Here we go. I love this part. A favorite. All right. Good deal. All right. So we've asked in times past, we've kind of went overboard on the what's your favorite plugin, what's your favorite guitar. We've asked that. What's your favorite this and that. So I'm going to actually ask, what is your favorite YouTube channel? This might actually help me to find out who maybe I need to reach out to and have them on here and maybe pick their brain and see if they'd like to come on and hang out. So who is your favorite YouTuber, or in other words, what is your favorite YouTube channel? All right. Okay, so we're going to go back to the chat screen now. And if at any time I get more than 3 people who say spin the wheel, then I'm just going to stop everything. Just drop it all and say, all right, let's spin this wheel now. Okay, guys, the question was, who is your favorite YouTuber, or what is your favorite YouTube channel? It would be even more awesome if you could just go ahead and plug that channel into the chat here. I think I've got it set to where you can plug links. So if you guys have a favorite YouTube channel, just go ahead and plug that in the chat. That'd be awesome. All right. All right. So by the way, that is the wrong camera. Gotta love live shows. Here we go. Mark George says, so many to choose, but other than this one, I love Creative Sauce. Oh, well, that good for you, because I'm actually supposed to have him on next week. So I've already got that one in the making. Good deal. I've talked to him through Facebook Messenger. We've emailed back and forth a couple times. We're just trying to get dates lined out, but I'm going to have him on. In fact, show you a little behind the scenes here. Look at this. I've already got a screen set up for Mr. Mike. Check that out. All right. Good deal. So while we're waiting on some more answers to come in, or some more people that want to see the wheel spend? I said that. Spent? How would you say that? How many people want to see me spin the wheel again? There we go. But yeah, while we're kind of mulling over those, I'm going to bring up this mix right here, because this is actually a mix from a young man who has another YouTube channel who does Cakewalk tutorials. His name is Bongo. I keep butchering this guy's name. I'm so sorry. Bongonzo. Now, if you were here for the last live stream, we had him live on the channel to demonstrate his beat making process. There's a lot of people that tune into the channel who are into rap or hip hop. I've got some individuals that I'm mixing right now who do Christian rap, and very talented individuals. Timothy Reynolds says, Creative Sauce video on Audio Snap is Cakewalk. In Cakewalk was excellent. Awesome. Good deal. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be having him on the channel hopefully next week, tentatively yet again. We just have to pick a day and a time, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, we have Bongonzo on the channel, and he demonstrated his loop-based beat making process within Cakewalk by BandLab. It was very helpful. And then he sent me his mix, which was this here. And sort of the premise behind this was I was going to do a remix of his mix and show him, sort of showcase what I could do with his mix, and then send it back to him and see if he actually liked it or not. Well, his response was overwhelming, and he was taken back by how well that it sounded, so much so that whenever this video releases on his end, I told him, I said, I think you went a little overboard, man. I mean, he was just giving me way too much applause, way too many pats on the back. I'm not used to that. So, but yeah, he, actually, if you don't mind, I'll just go ahead and showcase the before and after. So this is his beat before what he sent to me, which is not bad by all rights. It sounds really good, especially for being 16 and only being involved in this for like, I think he said less than a year. So this is his mix that you can't hear. Hold on. Let me make sure you can hear that. Mic aux, monitor and output. Okay, let's see this. Here we go. Okay, so that was his mix. Now we're going to take a listen to my mix, which was after I'd worked my magic on it. So we're going to listen to his before, and then I'm going to kind of switch over to mine real quick so that you can hear the dramatic difference in spatiality. So this is his. I'll switch now. Okay, back to his. And back to mine. So yeah, we did a little collab there, and I sent him back that song. He said, dude, you blew my mind. So what I did with him is I actually created a video where I went through step by step everything that I did to mix this song. And of course, I'm trying to figure out where the audio is getting messed up here, because it doesn't sound like it should, in my personal opinion. It seems like it's lacking some things. I don't know if it's just let's see if it's maybe the routing or something. I'm not sure. But at any rate, it's light years ahead of where he thought it would be whenever he sent it to me. So much so, like I said, he'd done over, it was like crazy. I was like, dude, you're being like overly nice. I appreciate it though. He was like, you guys got to go subscribe to this guy, you guys. And then I commented on one of his videos about, he said something about EQing on the master bus. And I just made a simple comment about getting separation and clarity. And he comments back and he's like, from the master himself. And I'm like, whoa, I appreciate that. But man, I'm nowhere near that. But yeah, that just goes to show though, when you got years under your belt and you have an ear for these things and you start to learn as you go. I mean, I didn't learn this stuff overnight, and you're not going to learn it overnight either. So don't be discouraged. Just keep trying. And like I've said time and time again, a large body of work is going to get you far better than just consuming a bunch of content and trying to learn from other people. I mean, that sounds, yet again, it's self-deprecating because I sell courses and I have training courses and things of that nature, and I'm telling you not to watch them. Now, I'm not saying don't ever watch them, but what I'm saying is you need to be creating, I almost said Graham Cochran's quote from his newest video that he just released, creating more than you're consuming, which is so true. It's very true. So I'm going to be releasing that video tomorrow. So whenever that video comes out, be sure to come back and see that, where I'm basically going to go through the entire process of what I did, how I got his multi-tracks in, what I did to the multi-tracks, how I mixed it. I mean, I go like overboard in depth, probably too much. In fact, I even condensed it down to where it's at now. I sent him the video. It's an hour long. When I sent him the video, he was like, dude, this is like in depth. And I was like, that's not even, I condensed it down. He's like, there's no way. So, but yeah, if you'd like to check that out tomorrow, that will be coming out. It's called Mixing the Bon Gonzo Beat. And he's going to be doing a little thing on his channel too about it. I would definitely encourage you to go there and check that out if you're into beat making, for the sole purpose of watching how he does it. He's very quick on his feet. He's very, he's got a lot of actionable, very quick, actionable steps to take to get a mixed beat, or at least a beat made. So I'm hoping that I can kind of come up alongside of him. He's young, he's 16 years old, and kind of help him with the mixing standpoint. And I see him going places. He's got a really good mindset. He's a good, clean young man. I really see him going places. So Mark George says, I love Guy Mitchellmore too. He does a lot of cinema music tutorials. Really? I'm going to have to check him out. Mark, thank you so much. See, I love this because you guys tell me about people I may not have even heard of yet, and then I can go and check them out. And it's all about community. It's all about learning from one another. So that's awesome. All right. Tim says, nice work. A-Being the two mixes shows your excellent work. Well, I greatly appreciate that, but I humbly say thank you. I would not be anywhere that I am right now if it was not for years and years of struggling and working and beating my head against a proverbial wall. And of course, a lot of great online mentors have helped me along the way too. So I'm hoping to become one of those online mentors myself and help others, because a lot of them, to be honest, are getting so busy now that they don't have time to sit down and do things like this as much as they would like to, unless you're a member of their academy or something like that, which Warren, man, he gives more of his time than anybody I know. That guy is just on it. I sometimes feel like this is just a Warren Hewitt pandering podcast or something. Like I'm all the time, but I love him so much. He's such a good guy. One of my favorite mentors. So, all right, guys. So we have went through the submissions. I've given you my thoughts on them, what I think about them. I hope it was worth something. I really think that you guys have got a lot of potential. You guys have got so much potential, and I want to see that flourish in the days to come. And I want to be the guy to help you get to that point. If you have any kind of pain points, if you have any kind of problems that you're going through, you can't get a vocal to set right in a mix, you can't get please let me know. That's what I'm here for. And what I have intended to do and what I'd like to do in the future is, instead of releasing something that I feel like you guys might want, I would like to release something that I know that you guys want, because you've told me that you want the answers to X, Y, and Z. And in order to keep them even more streamlined and more affordable, I would encourage you to please try and go and check out the Patreon page, because eventually I would like to migrate everything to the Patreon page, so that instead of paying like an upfront $67 or $97 for a course, you can just pay like $5 a month and get access to it anyway. And then anytime that I upload something that I feel like would be just for you guys, I can upload it straight to Patreon, and I don't have to blast it out to YouTube and mix critiques and things like that. That way we can kind of not necessarily divert ourselves off of this. But Tim says, I hope you're having a marvelous day. I love it when he says that. It just does something right here. But yeah, I don't want to migrate everybody off of YouTube, because I love this platform, but I would like to create sort of a more intrinsic community amongst us, so that we can ask questions without worrying about what other people are going to stop by and see, or that we can post mixed critiques and not worry about other people, jumping on and saying stuff they shouldn't be saying, or, but the main thing I think is that it would be more affordable. And the other thing going forward that I would like to do, and I'm just kind of giving you guys a back end of this, is instead of doing a course where I sit down and do a static course of, like, say, mixing vocals within Cakewalk by BandLab, instead of sitting down and pouring over hours of content and giving you a mix and all of this, I prepare all that up ahead of time. And then we actually have a live session where you guys can bounce questions off of me while I'm doing it. And then that would just totally shape the course into something that would be basically built by you, instead of me just putting something together that I think you want again. And then those would be only available in the Patreon page, simply because that way I know that it would be more intrinsic, more cloistered, so to speak. But with that being said, you'll notice too at the bottom of your screen, I do have a subscriber goal. Now, at the end of this, I've got 23 days to go. I need to get to 5,000 subscribers for no other reason but to try to cover the costs of putting these videos together and to try to get more out to you. And what I would love to do, as Dave has already commented, a Patreon club, that would be awesome. What I would like to do through my Patreon and through this channel is to create enough revenue that would come in from this and enough eyes on this content that I could start giving stuff away, like giveaways monthly is what I would love to do. And I'm not talking, and that's why I want to get it up to that point, because I don't want to just like give away a $30 microphone off of Amazon. What good is that going to do you guys in your home studios? I would like to give away a Focusrite 6i6. I'd like to give away a Mojave Audio or a Lewitt microphone. I would like to give away a paid lifetime membership to Produce Like a Pro. I'd like to give that away. But that stuff requires money, of which I don't just have rolling out of my ears. So if you guys would be so kind as to just go check the Patreon, it's no pressure. If you want to join, that's great. You'll get all kinds of perks just for joining. If you don't, think about it. I know not right now it's kind of a bad time for everybody, but like Zave he's kind of caught my vision. He's already seeing what I'm trying to do. And it's really, yes, I'm going to benefit from it. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I will benefit from it. But at the same time, I want to provide just as much benefit back to you guys. And I hope that you've seen that. I hope that's coming through very well across this medium. So guys, if you don't have any other questions, basically at the end of this 5,000 subscribers, if you have any questions about that, just let me know. But at the end of reaching this 5,000 subscriber limit, I'm going to have a giveaway. That's going to be a massive giveaway. I'm going to give away one of my courses each, Compression Simplified, Cakewalk by BandLab Tutorials, Creating a Song Step by Step 2.0. That's going to be given away. I'm going to be giving away a free 30-minute Skype session where you can ask me anything that you want. I'm also going to be giving away a free mix to anybody that would want. So all I have to do is I have to reach this 5,000 subscriber goal, and then you guys can basically reap the rewards from that as well as I can. And then hopefully we can sort of get the ball rolling on creating this overwhelming giveaways. I'd like to be giving away stuff like monthly, like I said. So, but I can't do that without your help. And I don't want to give away to people that aren't thankful for it. And I know that you guys would be. So in the past, I've given away a ton of stuff. I've given away guitars, pedals, microphones. I've given away a ton of stuff. And if you follow this channel for long enough, you know that I love doing that. At this point, though, it's getting to that point where like I don't want to just give away janky things anymore, or things that I already own that I'm just giving away, which is what the guitar was. I already owned the guitar, and it was just kind of sitting there collecting dust. And I thought I'll have a giveaway on my channel. So just really, really consider it, guys. I don't want to sound too salesy, but if I can reach those 5,000 subscribers, then we will definitely have a huge giveaway. And I'm hoping that I'm talking to a couple different companies right now. I'm hoping that I can even give away some extras that I don't want to mention now because I don't want to get any hopes up until I know for sure. So thank you guys ever so much for stopping by. And right before we go, one more time, just because I like it, let's spin the wheel of awesomeness. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wheel of Awesomeness. If you've not been introduced to the Wheel of Awesomeness, basically, we spin the wheel and stuff happens that's really cool. And this is my Casey Kasem voice. And most of you probably don't know who Casey Kasem is. All right, just spin the wheel. What is it going to land on? Trivia. Nice. All right. I'm going to head on over to the trivia page then. Let's make sure that I don't ruin it here. Okay, here we go. Who was awarded the very first gold record? That is the trivia question. I guess I should have some trivia music right here. Rosso knows who he is. Nice. This is Casey Kasem bringing you America's Top 40. There we go. Tim Reynolds bringing on the heat, son. All right. Okay, so the trivia question is, who was awarded the very first gold record? Autumneth. With a lisp. Ooh, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. Nice. Hey, Scooby. I don't know if I can do Shaggy. I can do a mean Hank Hill, though. Check this out. Yeah, I'll tell you what there, Bobby. Yeah, buddy, I tell you, you get yourself one of them there propane-powered pooper scoopers. All right, so the question was, who was awarded the very first gold record? Juan, it's good to have you around here, buddy. I haven't seen you here up until today. That's awesome. Good to have you. Juan says Jay-Z. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Timothy says Little Richard. That is incorrect as well. The answer is actually pretty shocking. All right, are we ready for the answer? Here we go. The very first gold record was awarded to Perry Como. Although there were earlier publicity stunts involving records sprayed with gold lacquer, the actual award recognized today as the gold record was first awarded to Perry Como in 1958 for his recording of Catching a Falling Star. Awesome. Very cool, very cool. Well, guys, it has been a really fun live stream. I enjoyed having you all on and getting everybody together to pour over these songs, getting a chance to listen to them together and offer up a few critiques on them. I hope they've been helpful. I do need to make mention that whenever I offer up a critique, it's not in any way, shape, or form to degrade or to minimize your talents at all. My hopes is that by giving a fresh set of ears to it, that I can hopefully shed some light on some areas that maybe you could address that would actually get your mix to sound better, or at least take it to the next level. Sorry. I'm reading these comments. I'm getting all mixed up. So, yes, Zave, I am nuts. I've lost my mind a long time ago, and I have never found it since. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the live channel today. I'm going to be going live in just a few more days as well. And we're going to probably have some more song submissions playing at the beginning of the live stream that day if you want to tune back in and hear those. And maybe I'll do a mixed critique on just those songs that are being dropped in. And I will definitely try to get a hold of Sam Knack and try to get him on the show. And be looking forward to having Mike Inyo from Creative Sauce on next week. I don't want to leave you guys hanging though. So sometime, let's see, this is Thursday. I would say Saturday. I will probably jump back on here Saturday for another live stream. Leave a comment below this video to let me know when would be the best time for you guys on Saturday. And maybe I'll just try to plan it around that, because I love having all you guys on here and talking back and forth. So, all right, everybody, stay safe, stay blessed, realize and know that I'm praying for you and your family. I'm praying that we're all going to come out of this on top, that this is only a minor setback. We've all been through worse before, and we've pulled through worse before, and we're going to get through this together with God's help. So love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for another great live stream. And I will talk to you all later. You are currently listening to song submissions for the Quarantine Song Challenge. If you're interested in submitting songs of your own, there's a link in the description of this video for you to upload your file into Dropbox. Head on over to the link included in the description to learn more.
Together one day soon. will be with you.